And achieving that autonomy within 7 to 10 years is absolutely within reach if you follow the right strategy from the very beginning. But what if you could compress that timeline into just 7 to 10 years? What if the traditional model of working until your mid-60s was simply one option among many, and not necessarily the best one? Early retirement is not a fantasy reserved for lottery winners or tech billionaires. It is a structured, disciplined financial journey that thousands of ordinary people have already completed successfully. The path requires clarity, sacrifice, and a complete rethinking of how you relate to money, time, and freedom. This is not about getting rich quickly. It is about building a life where your money works harder than you do, so that one day you simply choose not to work anymore because you no longer have to. The first step in this journey is understanding exactly what early retirement means. That is the mathematical reality, and it changes everything about how you approach your finances. The specific amount of money you need to have invested so that your portfolio can sustain your lifestyle indefinitely without you ever needing to work again. This concept is built on what financial planners call the 4% rule. The rule states that if you withdraw 4% of your total investment portfolio each year, your money has a very high probability of lasting 30 or more years, even accounting for market fluctuations. So if you need $40,000 per year to live comfortably, you would need a portfolio of $1 million. If your annual expenses are $60,000, your target number becomes $1,500,000. The formula is simple. Take your annual expenses and multiply them by 25. That result is your financial independence number. Once you hit that number and your investments are generating enough passive income to cover your lifestyle, you are technically free. The psychological shift from mindless consumption to intentional spending is one of the most liberating transformations you will experience on this journey. It is about identifying which spending genuinely adds value to your life and ruthlessly eliminating everything that does not. Start with your 3 largest expense categories: housing, transportation, and food. These 3 alone typically account for 60 to 70% of most people's budgets. On housing, consider downsizing, relocating to a lower cost of living area, or house hacking, which means buying a multi-unit property, living in one unit, and renting out the others to offset or completely eliminate your mortgage payment. On transportation, ask yourself honestly whether you need a brand new car with a large monthly payment. A reliable used vehicle purchased outright can save you hundreds of dollars every single month. On food, cooking at home instead of dining out regularly can save a family of 4 anywhere from $500 to $1,000 per month. Consistency and patience beat cleverness almost every single time. The other side of the equation is maximizing your income as aggressively as possible. This means negotiating raises at your current job, developing high-value skills that command higher salaries, pursuing promotions, or even switching employers strategically to increase your compensation. Studies consistently show that switching jobs is one of the fastest ways to increase income, often resulting in 10 to 20% salary jumps that would take years to achieve through annual raises alone. Beyond your primary job, building additional income streams dramatically accelerates your timeline. Side businesses, freelancing, consulting, rental income, and digital products are all legitimate ways to generate extra cash flow that can be funneled directly into investments. Every additional dollar you earn above your living expenses is a dollar that can go to work building your financial independence portfolio. When it comes to investing, the strategy is straightforward but requires consistency. Maximize your tax-advantaged accounts first. Real estate deserves its own discussion because it has been one of the most reliable wealth-building tools for early retirees throughout history. Rental properties generate monthly cash flow, appreciate in value over time, provide tax advantages through depreciation deductions, and allow you to use leverage, meaning borrowed money, to amplify your returns in ways that stock market investing does not. A single rental property generating $500 of positive cash flow per month adds $6,000 annually to your passive income. 3 such properties add $18,000 per year. 5 properties could potentially generate $30,000 or more annually, depending on your market and property management approach. The key to successful real estate investing is buying properties in markets where the rental income exceeds all expenses, including mortgage, taxes, insurance, maintenance, and vacancy, by a meaningful margin. This is called positive cash flow, and it is non-negotiable for building a sustainable passive income stream. Real estate does require more active management than index fund investing, but many early retirees find that the combination of both creates a more resilient and diversified financial foundation. You do not have to choose one or the other. Many successful early retirees build wealth through both channels simultaneously, using their stock portfolio for long-term growth and their rental properties for immediate monthly cash flow. The years of discipline, sacrifice, and intentional living have purchased something that no paycheck ever could: complete ownership of your own time every single day for the rest of your life. In the early years of your journey, your savings contributions drive most of your portfolio growth. But as your portfolio grows larger, investment returns begin to contribute more and more to your total wealth. This is the moment when the math starts feeling almost magical. A portfolio of $500,000 generating an average annual return of 7% adds $35,000 in a single year without you contributing a single additional dollar. That momentum builds on itself year after year. In the final stretch of your 7 to 10 year journey, it is critical to stress test your retirement plan. Run calculations using conservative return assumptions. Plan for healthcare costs, which are often the biggest financial wildcard for early retirees who leave employer-sponsored coverage behind.